Morning, we're November 10th and this is a quick market update in the morning here in Asia. I'm super excited because the news isn't dominated by Donald Trump or Joe Biden today. It's actually dominated by some company news. Pfizer is advancing their vaccine trials rapidly and they've so far been very successful. So about a 90% success rate in stopping COVID infections. That's of course a very positive news. But as you'll see, markets didn't react necessarily the way one would have assumed. So equities were up, the S&P rose 3% intraday, but then recouped some of those gains to only close 1.2% up. The Nasdaq, which is more technology focused, actually closed down 2.6%, which is a relatively significant move. And then for the other asset class, really interesting dynamics going on. The dollar is up, treasuries are down, so bond yields are up. To give you an example, the 10-year yield rose to 0.93%, which is an elevated level for the past 3 months or even 6 months. And then gold, fascinating, dropped 5%, which is a massive move for gold, but even for any asset out there. So we're down at 1,860, whereas a lot of people were expecting gold to actually keep on going. Away from traditional markets, let's look at crypto. And we've seen a decoupling between crypto and traditional markets for quite a while, but it was a decoupling to the upside for crypto. So Bitcoin was rising while traditional markets were essentially stagnating or trying to play catch up. Today, the decoupling is happening, but in favor of traditional markets and disfavor of Bitcoin. So we dropped 4% intraday and then recouped those losses to essentially close flat or down about 1%. I think that's so interesting to see this kind of risk profile, and of course it's related, well, to the clarity with the election, the clarity about some kind of COVID situation getting resolved, and of course the dollar rising. Away from Bitcoin, alts are holding up relatively well. They're holding on for dear life to the gains they've had in the past few days, trying to catch up to Bitcoin. I won't go into the details, but enough to say that we're just holding steady in US dollar term and Bitcoin terms. Another thing that I thought was interesting is there were news actually in the crypto space that seemed to not have affected markets really. There was a billionaire investor reporting that he owns Bitcoin, which is always positive. There was a report by the Dutch Central Bank that about 39 firms in Holland were asking about crypto licensing or moving forward to offer crypto services. And then on the negative side, there was also Cred, a crypto lender that filed for bankruptcy after losing a lot of funds to fraud. And so you had those news that could have affected the market, and I don't think they did. I don't think they even balanced each other out. I think investors are focused on a bigger thing, the bigger picture, which remains big players and institutions are waking up to what Bitcoin is as an asset class, but also how it fits into the global monetary system and the impact it can have on pretty much anything, whether it's technology, whether it's finance, investment, supply chains, and so on. And I think everybody's very, very aware of that and not wanting to give up their Bitcoin. There might be some volatility along the way, but the narrative this year, as it's been for quite a while, is still very positive. So as you can see, I remain as positive as ever. That's it for me today. I wish you a great day and a great trading day.